Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, relax, Archie.
Attention, all true believers. Marvel Comics is on the air.
The friend of the unfortunate, enemy of criminals. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle.
Boys and girls, your attention, please. Presenting a new exciting radio program featuring the thrilling adventures of an amazing and incredible personality. Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets.
Up in the sky, look!
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome to Wonderland. This is AJ here, going solo again for another time. I'm AJ Price. If you're going to get some McDonald's, go ahead and bring some over to the shop for me. I love some good McDonald's fries. Good seeing you, Mr. Nope, and Eddie, and everybody else. I wish Richard could be here. Richard wishes he could be here, but things are not working out for Richard right now. So he might show up later, but I highly doubt it. So we're just going to talk about comics today and let's see what we can see if we can get some interesting things going here. So first I'm going to go ahead and my plan was to try to use the comic cam like we did last week, but it's just not working out. So we're going to take a little walk, and I will try best with the laptop to see if I can show you some of these great books we have over here. Last week we went into our graphic novels, and we showed a lot of our horror graphic novels. This week I thought we would just go to a little bit of our just miscellaneous stuff. Ooh. Give me 1 second to fix the lights. All right. This shelf behind me right here has all of our miscellaneous stuff, just stuff that does not normally fit regularly on our normal shelves. And it also has some of my favorite stuff up here. This could probably go into horror, but we do have Animosity, the Omnibus. It's really great book about what happens if animals get sentient and pretty much take over the world. I would love to get some Wonderland shirts going. And also, of course, there's also a Richard's shirt. That I could sell you. The Call of Dracula shirts, I could get those sold for you. Here we have Bitterroot. This has won several rewards. A really good book. And we have it for only $16.99 for the very first. And we also have 1, 2, and 3. And then here is my favorite, one of my top favorite books, Curse Words. Who doesn't like wizards from another dimension with potty mouths and talking koalas that change form to be other animals? This is a great book. Super funny, lots of action. And we have it on sale for, I wish Richard was here, only $9.99. So this is one of the image books that we have for only $9.99 to get the first episode. So if anybody wants Curse Words, now is the time to get it. This is a great book. So only $9.99. Another only $9.99 is Deadly Class. Go wind up becoming assassins. Great book. If you haven't read it yet, it was a very short-lived series that should have lasted a whole lot longer, but really great book. If anybody is, Joel Gollum, Occult Detective. I love occult detectives stories. I got started when Stormfront first came out with Harry Dresden and Stormfront. So this is one of my favorite genres here. Here's a great example of it. And it is only $24.99. $24.99. I can't see back here. This isn't going to work. I really wish Richard was here. Him not showing up just happened like about an hour ago. We're going to go back over here and go with some of these books. Earlier, when I found out he wasn't going to be here, I pulled some minor keys that I don't think we've shown on the show. Either minor keys or variant covers that we haven't shown on the show. Just give me just 1 second. First one I'd like to show you is a big fan favorite, especially with the new season that arrived just recently. We have Invincible #1 here. Invincible #1, we have it here for $50, $49.99. If anybody want to make me an offer, I'm willing to negotiate that. $50 for Invincible #1. It's in really good condition too. They're probably at least a high 8, maybe even 9. If so, I can give anybody interested in Invincible #1 for $50. Okay, I kind of tried to sell this last week, but it was also during the time that we were having issues with the sound, right when Richard changed over. But I have Amazing Spider-Man 69 from last week. This is the 1 in 25 variant cover. I am going to turn down my screen so we're not getting so much glare. All right. But this is absolutely gorgeous picture. It looks like it's probably painted of Catwoman. We are selling this in the store for $30. But like I said earlier, make me an offer and you can have this gorgeous cover of Amazing Spider-Man 69. The second to last comic in this run of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, before they start the new one in a month. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. Like I said, we have it for $30. I am willing to deal. Just make me an offer. This is one of my favorite iconic covers. This is Wolverine #6, Wolverine and Patch and Gray Hawk. This is such a great book. Now this book is not like the other books we'll be showing tonight. This is probably the most expensive book that I pulled for the night. This we have in the store for $200. But like I said, once again, make me an offer. It is also in great condition, especially for its age. Anybody's interested in any of these books I've shown, just make an offer, and we will try to make a deal. Yeah, Eddie, if I could get with the horror graphic novels, if I could have gotten the cam to work like we did last week, unfortunately, we got way too much feedback when I tried to make it work, and we just could not get that going. And so trying to show graphic novels on here is just not doing that great. I do got some good hard books coming up, though. In fact, I have Brother Voodoo 171 and 172. 171, 172. I've got the pair here. 171 is the first appearance of Baron Samiz. And we have it in the store for $30. And this one is in the store for $25. I would be willing to let the pair go tonight for $35 just to get this thing going. These two great Strange Tales books. Strange Tales featuring Brother Voodoo, 171 and 172. $35 for the pair. Is could I get anybody interested in doing that tonight? All right. This is kind of horror related. These are both DC horror comics. I have This is from the newest Creature Commandos. This is a sketch cover of #1 of the latest run of Creature Commandos. We have it on sale here for $20. I'm willing to let, and then I've got this other slightly older book. This is the 1 in 25 variant of DC Horror presents Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead, #3, and it is the 1 in 25 variant. So I'm going to just bundle these up together too, as well, and $19 and $14. I will bundle them up for $20 if anybody's interested in these two great looking covers for DC Horror, Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Undead, and the new Creatures Commandos. Okay, when I was saying that I have some horror in here, this is probably, I mean, no offense to Richard, especially since he's not here, but this is probably my favorite vampire book. And that is Dark Red. I love Dark Red. If you haven't read it, basically, this vampire lives way out in the middle of no man's land. All he wants to be is left alone. He works as a third shift clerk. He was turned during World War II. And so he doesn't like Nazis. Well, Nazis vampires try to take over his territory. It was a really great book. And this is a special variant cover of Dark Red #1. Absolute gorgeous art. Almost, but not quite to the point where I should have it covered up for polite company. And we are selling this in the store. Take care, Make Two. Have a good one. We are selling this in the store for $19. I will sell it tonight for $15 if I got anybody interested. Anybody interested? Okay, finally on, you'll take the, AJ Price will take the Dark Red? Awesome, thank you, AJ. Okay, so this is the last horror comic I have to show you among all these variants and minor keys. It's a good looking, really great shape for a Bronze Age book. But I've got the Tomb of Dracula, #68 here. And we're selling it in here for $15. But this is a good looking cover, really great shape. If you're a Tomb of Dracula fan, this is where to get. Really get good and started. So this last one is not exactly horror, but I'm going to show it to you as the end of the horror and the beginning of the superheroes for a reason. I think this cover is totally cool. I'm a Gen Xer, and this is kind of mocking, not really mocking, but imitating one of the greatest movies from the 80s ever. And that is Lost Boys. We have this Teen Titans cover. Imitating the Lost Boys. This is a beautiful cover. I love this cover. We have it here for only $15. Hi, Kenneth. For $15, this great looking cover of Teen Titans paying homage to the Lost Boys. I'll tell you what, I will sell this today for $10 if anybody's interested. Teen Titans. So you did not get the invoice. I thought Richard sent out the invoice, and then I got an email from Mr. Nope saying that he didn't get the invoice, and now I'm getting a word from you that you did not get the invoice. I will have those invoices sent to you. Well, I don't know. That should be Richard's job. He's the one that writes up the invoices. I've got the math already, and I can send it to you. But I will see what's going on with that. Maybe I'll get with him. Yeah, actually, I've got both of your stuff's packages, but when I saw that you did not get the invoice yet, Mr. Nope, it's still sitting in the back room. I printed out the label. That's why you got a note saying that it's labeled. Yeah, your packages are both ready to go. I was just waiting for confirmation of payment, and that's because Richard didn't send out the invoice. So what we're going to do is Richard has 9 dogs. So we're going to chain him up, and then we're going to slap in nothing but his boxers, and then slab peanut butter all over him, and then let all 9 dogs loose on him. I think that would be a great punishment for him. What do you call caught that is hard to get into? A difficult. Wah, wah, wah. We are going to break. And when we come back, we will be looking at new comics.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today. FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So, what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
back, and I am wearing a Sonic mask. Why am I wearing a Sonic mask, you may ask? And since when did Sonic have a gray goatee? Anyway, I'm telling you why I'm wearing a Sonic mask, because there is a new book coming out this week that I am super excited about. Old Man Sonic. That would be a good book. Could you imagine that they did Sonic like they did Old Man Logan? That'd be pretty fun. And the new book that's coming out this week is DCX Sonic. Here is the cover A of DCX Sonic. We have, and I am actually super excited about this book. This book, I actually read this book today. I'm getting a copy for myself, and I'm getting a copy for my 7-year-old nephew. And it's actually well done. You think it'd be like super silly, but no. Darkseid invades Sonic's world, and the Justice League comes in to save it. And it was a really good read, and I'm thinking this is, if I remember right, 1 of 5, I think. Yes, it's number 1 of 5. We have this to the cover A, and then we also have the B cover, which is the one that I'm getting for myself and my nephew. I have about 15 copies of the cover A I can sell to you guys, and about 4 of the cover B. And these are $3.99 for this one, and $4.99 for this one. That would be, we always do 25% off here on all our new comics. You get the same deal as our subscribers. And if you don't have a local comic book shop and you want to subscribe, just go online to leagueofcomicbookgeeks.com, Wonderland Comics Tennessee. Make sure you put the TN there, or Wonderland Comics TN. Make sure you put that TN in there. And that was fun. They did have a little race, but it was kind of too close to call. But but the way they just kept on ragging on each other, it was great. So yeah, if you really want to find out Sonic versus Flash, pick this book up. It's a great book. So this one would be $3.75, and this one would only be $3. Now's your chance to find out. Like I said, I have like 15 copies of this that I can sell you, and about 4 copies of this one that I can sell you. So if you want either one, just let us know, and then put it in the button, and just pick it up. It is a great book. It was so much fun. Next up is Avengers number 24. This is also a $4 book, so it'll only be for you guys for $3. Heist for the Universe. And Black Cat is in it, so they must be stealing something pretty good to have to recruit such a good thief. But this is only $3.99, so only $4 for the people here. Yeah, fill out the form pinned to the top of the chat if you guys would be interested in either of these books. The next one is that I have in store for you is Absolute Batman number 6. If you haven't been reading Absolute Batman, it is amazing. This is the last book in the Black Mask thing. And this is the cover B. I have sold out of the cover A before I even open tomorrow morning. All my I've got so many subscribers for Absolute Batman. If you're not reading Absolute Batman, please do. And this one is $5.99. I cannot remember offhand what $5.99 is. 25% off. Hey Siri, what is 5.99 times 0.75?
5.99 times 0.75 is
450.
495.
So $4.50 for this book. We have about 3 copies of it available. And this is a pretty cool cover. Like I said, I don't have any cover A's, but I do have 3 copies of this cover B that I can sell you. It was a really good read. I'm really excited to see where it goes next. Okay. Now, a lot of you bought this off of us when we pulled out number 1. Well, number 2 is here. So if you bought number 1 from us, you might as well get number 2 so you can continue the series. And that is Bug Wars. Bug Wars number 2 came out. That is $4.99. So that is $3.75 for you today. I've heard a lot of great things about Bug Wars. Haven't had time to read it myself yet, but I've heard a lot of good things. And like I said, several of you bought number 1. So now's the chance to get number 2. Now here is a book I will admit that I know nothing about. It is awesome, Mr. Nope. Would you like number 2 of that book? So you can continue the story. We got Crush Depth here. This is I don't know anything about it, honestly. Mad Cave it's from Mad Cave, and Mad Cave is putting out so much amazing books right now. So if you're interested in this book, cover looks pretty cool. Looks like a decent horror suspense type book, and it is $4.99. So it'll be $3.75 for the people on here today. Sticker price is $4.99. Next book we have is the next in Daredevil Unleash Hell, Red Band edition. This is $4.99 as well. So it'd be $3.75 in the store, or $3.75 for you guys, and it'd be $4.99 in the store. But Daredevil Unleash Hell Red Band, number 3. One of my favorites. It's pretty much new every week, and always freaky, always scary, is Epitaphs of the Abyss. This is also $4.99. Mr. Nope will take a Bug Wars. Thank you, Mr. And a Crashing Death. All right. Thank you, sir. I will put those aside for you. Okay, the next is something I know everybody's excited about, and that is Absolute Flash. Yes, Crushing Death was another one. Was a number one, AJ Price. So I have here the cover A of Flash, $4.99, Absolute Flash, and I have the cover B of Absolute Flash for $5.99. So $4.50 for this one, $3.75 for this one. Now's the time to pick up Absolute Flash. I mean, it's number one. It's probably just going to go up. Because all the other absolutes are just skyrocketing, and we're selling these at 25% off. So get them now while they're hot, because they will be going fast. Sorry, couldn't resist. But once again, that is a $3.75 for cover A. AJ Price will take a Flash cover A. Thank you, AJ. And we also have the cover B. And like I said, I have tons of these. I'm not going to run out of these anytime soon. Probably everybody that is currently on here could buy one of these, and or at least the cover A. Not the cover B. I only have about 10 of the cover B, but the cover A, everybody that's on here right now could buy one, and I wouldn't run out. So if anybody is interested in Flash, just let us know. Okay. So I got several different G.I. Joe covers. The new G.I. Joe. And I do not have cover A, though. My subscribers took all the cover A. But I do have this really beautiful cover B with the Baroness punching out Destro. So this is only $3.99, so only $3 to our subscribers and to you on this channel. I have 2 copies of this I can sell you. I also have this cover where she's cleaning her gun. I also have 2 copies of this I could sell you. This beautiful cover here. And that is also $3.99. Do you do Preview World? I'm going to say no, because I have no idea what that is. Bat Signal, I am actually super new to comics. I am actually not the main host of this show, or I'm not supposed to be the main host of this show. I'm just a guy who started doing comics back in May, pretty much, of last year. So I'm still learning all this stuff. Rich, who's the owner of the store and who is supposed to be here tonight, but could not be here tonight, he would know that kind of thing. He's the one that does all that. I just run the day-to-day stuff. But he knows this business because he's been doing it for 20 years. He buys he starts up a store, builds it up, then sells it, moves to a new location, starts a new store, continually. Yes, I am a noob. I wish I wasn't a noob. I wish I knew more of what was going on, but because I could probably sell these better if I get it. This last copy of G.I. Joe, I only have one of them for sale. And it is the 1 in 10. I have noticed that the 1 in 10s of G.I. Joe, since it's come out, always seem to feature some kind of vehicle. But this is a really cool cover. Like I said, it's the 1 in 10 variant cover. And we are selling it for $9.99. And so that's what it's going to be for sale in the store. So I will sell it to you tonight for $7.50. If you guys are interested in this 1 in 10 cover of G.I. Joe. So that was the... I went to the aquarium this weekend, but I didn't stay long. There's something fishy about that place. We are going to commercial with another
Symphonic verses, Nocturne's romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there too.
Welcome to Wonderland. I am your unfortunately temporary host, AJ, here, and we are trying to sling some new comics at your way. I think once we get done these new comics, we'll probably be calling the show a little early today. I apologize for that. I wish the actual host, Rich Davis, could be here. But it was unfortunate things that held him up. The next book that I want to show you is this New Champions number 3 for $3.99, 25% sticker price, 25% off, gives it to $3 for you guys. New Champions number 3. It's a very good looking cover. Trying to show it off as best as I can. So if anybody's interested in New Champions 3 for only $3, please let us know. Okay, I'm going to try to sell these as a bundle, and I'm going to give them to you a slightly cheaper than 25% off. I would like to try to sell you these to. I have Rick and Morty, Rickomania. AJ Price, this is right up your alley, man. I know you're. I know you're into wrestling, but I have number 1 and number 2. I have 2 copies of this to sell, and I will sell it to you guys for $7 today. The pair, number 1 and number 2 of Rickomania, Rick and Morty. Poor Morty. He looks like he's so pleased to be in the wrestling ring in the second one. Okay. I have $7 for this pair of. I like the show for like the first 2 seasons. And then to me, even though it was new, it was also repetitive. I mean, different circumstances but the same jokes. The next book we have up is Richard's favorite. He keeps telling me I have to read it. I keep avoiding it. That is Saga 72. I've heard Saga is a great book. I mostly hear that from Rich. But I will say that this cover is absolutely adorable. I don't know what that's supposed to be, if it's an otter or what, but it is absolutely cute. I've heard Saga is so good, but I don't know. It seems like too much drama for me. I want more action than what it looks like. Oh, and Saga was $3.99, I think. Yeah, so $3 for people on this show today. The next book we have is $2.99, so it's only be like $1.75 for you guys, and that is King Spawn. Sega, like the old gaming system. I have King Spawn. If you're into Spawn, this is a great book for you. The covers are always very interesting. Next up is Spectrum number 4 for $4.99. It's another Mad Cave. I have not read this one yet, but one of our regulars, she's also been showed up on the show one time. She absolutely loves it and is absolutely blown away by it. But Spectrum number 4, $4.99, so $3.75 for the people on the show today. Jay is saying that this book made Kyle cry. So that must be really good. Mr. Nope will take a Spectrum. Do I have the rest of the series? I am 90% sure. I will look for it, Mr. Nope, and if I find it, I know I have most of them. I don't know if I have all of them. Well, let me look over here real quick and see if Richard put it over here. Just give me a second. Talk about yourselves.
Here's what I'm going to tell y'all, folks. A lot of people don't agree with Kyle's opinions on things, but if Kyle tells you a book is good and he liked it, I'm telling you, you should probably read it. Kyle picked some good ones, and Kyle said this book made him emotional, and Kyle doesn't get overly emotional. So he said that there's actually a song or a soundtrack that comes with it. He said he listened to it like 6 times while he was reading this book 3 times. And for Minute to Skim It, we only got to read the books once because we're only supposed to talk about them for like a minute or so. So for Kyle to read a book multiple times on a day where he's got 7 other books to read, you know the book's good. So Nope, as always, man, awesome grab. I'm really excited to hear what you think about it. I haven't read it yet, but again, if Kyle says it's worth reading, I need to jump on it. And something that Nope suggested to me, and I just want to talk about it real fast, is Jump Scare from Dark Horse. If y'all haven't checked out Jump Scare yet, do it. It's like a superhero horror comedy. It is a fantastic book. So Nope, once again, man, great suggestion there with Jump Scare. AJ Price, I'm trying to as much as I can, man. There we go.
I have all 4 books here for you, Mr. Nope. I assume you're wanting all 4 books? So those will be $3.75 each. So where are we at? I've got one thing here. Well, I've got 2 things here. I don't know. I'm going to kind of probably make these the last 2 things that we're going to try to sell tonight. Number 1 is Magic number 3. Magic is such an amazing character, and I'm so glad she's got her own book now. And I'm loving this duality cover. But and it's for $3.99, so it's only $4 for you guys. But that's not what I'm super excited about. I am excited about this. This is the 1 in 10 variant. And it's Peach Momoko cover. It's a sketch cover, but it is Peach Momoko. I know we have a lot of Peach Momoko fans out there, and this is a beautiful cover. We're selling it in the store for $9.99, so I will sell it to you guys tonight for $7.50, and I actually have 3 copies of this. Oh, I change mask all the time. I started out with a mouse mask. Here's the mask I started out the night with. I had the Sonic mask on because I was trying to sell some Sonic comic books. And that may seem silly, but they're not silly at all. It was an amazingly good book. It was actually the first two I tried to sell tonight. So I don't think you were here yet, Steve. But this is why I was wearing Sonic. Normally I wear something super creepy, and that's on purpose. But these Sonic books, oh, it's so good. I bought 2 copies of this one already. No, I do not. And what comes with it? I'm curious. Yeah, like I said, the 1 in 10, I've got 3 copies of that, and it's $7.75. But this one is it is such a good book. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the series. I'm going to wind up buying 2 copies of the whole series, one for me and one for my 7-year-old nephew. But yeah, so I have, if anybody's interested in those sketch covers, I have several of those. I also have a bunch of One World Under Doom to sell you. This is number 2. If you didn't get number 1, I've got some number 1s around here I can sell you too. Amazing book. And I'm selling this tonight for $19.99. This beautiful cover is the 1 in 25 cover of One World Under Doom, number 2. If anybody is interested in those. So those are the big things I have in new comics tonight. I have a few more new comics. I will pull them out real quick before we close. But I just wanted to show you those beautiful covers and to drum up some interest before we close. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, number 31. Little Deadpool action here. And Miles Morales wielding a light sword. I don't know what that's about, but it looks good. Pools of Blood is the title down here. Looks really good. It's only $3.99, so $3 to our subscribers tonight. I have 2 copies of the Deadpool I can sell. I also have 2 copies of Deadpool and Wolverine, number 3. Also $3 for you subscribers. Regularly $3.99. Really enjoy seeing these covers where they're just beating on each other. Such brotherly love there. And here, there's always the old the old thing where everybody says Canadians are nice, but then you have Wolverine and Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. It is Deadpool and Wolverine now. All thanks to that movie. But yes, the Deadpool and Wolverine is new, coming out tomorrow. There should be, I think the 1 and 2, at least 2 is around the store. I'm not sure if we sold all of the. I think we might have sold all of number 1, but yes, this is the new one that came out today or tomorrow, number 3. Yeah, I remember reading that, Steve. It was a great series. He won everything because he always had the high ground. And as long as we're doing it, I have Star Wars High Republic number 2, I think. Oh, no, I'm sorry, issue 16. Issue 16. It is also $3. Dark Horse title. Deadpool and Wolverine for AJ Price. All right. And with that, I think I am pretty much done. I'm sorry to call this cut it short tonight, but I really did not have any prep time whatsoever when Richard called me an hour before he was supposed to be here saying he was stuck behind an accident on the interstate. Yeah, so we're just going to call it early. Please, though, go grab some food. Go do some calisthenics. Take a walk around the neighborhood or something. But come back in an hour. Come back in 55 minutes for Kicking It with Henri. And thank you so much for being with us for Welcome to Wonderland. And I am sorry to call it early tonight, Jay, but I just was not expecting this. All you guys, thank you for supporting us. Please like and subscribe here. Go to look up Wonderland Comics TN on all the social medias and like and follow us there. And we will be seeing you very soon. Thank you and good night.
Join the party. Head over to our Linktree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.